President na yenyano. He is an experienced president.
And komodie bi be koso. Our Ghana Parliament House.
Okay.
2026 yiko ya. Sa komodie ni koso a ebeba ba bi wie Ghana ya bato. Ebaba bi wie Ghana bato a ebema niema bi a ewo ho ne ensesa. Ebe wo ho sa kopim 2028 eni nachi.
And I'll say it will be for the good of the country.
It will be for the good of the country.
We will test the law. If the law gives the opportunity, and we will speak to Ghanaians. And yes, we just test the law. Ghana for Bekas, and we'll give them a reason why we think if the law permits for President Mahama to continue, he is the right person to lead this country, to direct the country, to put us on that pedestal.
Ghana for Germany so any say o makoto aban no mo ho na bi busa Ghana for say akukuduro be pa no mutimi nya o mutimi koto aba ma NDC one NDC ba hwensem osisi o pebesi akura wunya bi bra mi busa o NDC ba o pebesi awanya bi da bibi ankoso eti ebesem se mumye fa ba omi ambra ba omi e ba de dictatation aba through dictator no de ko banga wo benya djuma de aye.
Ghana launches Accra reset. We aya enkomo foforo a ene abepiem e Ghana. Ka say John Dramani Mahama. John, he is the hope. John Aban Papa Nabo. Papa no, yes, Kwame Nkrumah reincarnated. What the Maya Busa no osre or say it is when you speak from the heart. Na say Kwame Nkrumah ye najitum. Ye jitum bafua say atinebia ni ho. Say the former and the first president of Ghana, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, he was speaking from the heart. Ni ambition, ni the vision, say no obey united Africa as one continent, as a country. You be fighting against imperialism and colonialism. Now, ni nachi ne butaye, anko we pay your but ne mark will leave at Wadada. And the Egypt, Morocco, Tunisia, Cameroon, Guinea, Gabon, Sudan, Rwanda, baby Obekobiano, who Kwame Nkrumah statue, library, Rose, Edino de Washata, Africa na no Africa leader, zero African leader, and a word on the continent of Africa, Eche Kwame Nkrumah. This is a proven fact. Now, so when John Dramani Mahama say move reincarnated. Now I said the big push agenda or the Euros, Edema Ghana for the next agenda, and they say why? Aden. The question remains, Aden Africa, yet you say you're the European Union, you're the G20, the World Economic Forum, you're African Union, you're ECOWAS, you're BRICS. These are several bodies and several countries have forming a body. Omodi protecting having common interests, are serving the people of their continent and their countries. Are successful. Egusua ekoswa eyi. But over pemu ewa Africa, African Union, ECOWAS, I say I laughing stock. ECOWAS, na say 4 members, pa. No mun na yeku, oma yomwafim, and then omunka ECOWAS mumbium. Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso, omu na kla mwafim, and I say adentia. We ebakoso kusida ben. When John Dramani Mahama said the new initiative or no. John Dramani Mahama or yet the Kwame Nkrumah be to unite Africa again and to also accredit the friend Accra reset. The Accra reset no idea Bua Ghana, Africa, West Africa, Yedina, Yakabum have common goal, common interest, something different from the African Union and ECOWAS, something to solve our health issues, our medical issues, our educational issues, our road networking, our developmental projects, our currency strength, everything everywhere ama Africa. Yenya the strength of fighting atia say amount for oppressive you tam nason emre nason e say yetwam ogudu bye emre ni na we ana presidential staffer and someone on it John Dramani Mahama and Mame I friend Joyce Bauer Mogari a strong good note at the presidency at the reason why sir the Accra research no a course home. Now way and like I said, it is within the context that the launch of the Accra Research Secretariat, the brainchild of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, and strongly supported by President Olusegun Obasanjo, is a clear demonstration of Ghana's commitment to leading a new African renaissance. In the aftermath of the pandemic and the unprecedented crisis that have challenged our continent, the initiative could not be more timely. We in some all can I say, say John Dramani Mahama, ama the Accra Research Secretariat, yeba starting former president Edman Nigeria, President Olusegun Obasanjo, Edi Nanimonyam Ebetaichili. Na enkomono ni kwakre ni say COVID-19 by the entire world economically echo into crisis. Africa yen e break ese pa. Yen na ye twen ama the other countries in the world aboye ansana ya survive. E ade funny, e laughable with all the natural resources ni nema ye wono. Enti emra so say Africa ye change the direction. You create your own path, you create your own destiny. And it is a bit more create your destiny. I about say a bit take issue say you have solution for that problem. Challenge na face you are ready to face it fairly and squarely. Or say emre crown so here. Emre so pa no enwen yi. Emre na say so no dia so enu nie. Time bia ni wa so chen ne say Africa ye na ekabom na ye create a new ideology, a new philosophy, a new vision. I be save Africa. Now, it also say President Mahama vision for the Africa research is to create a modern Africa platform that brings together a select group of forward-thinking leaders to plan for the continent's future. It seeks to ensure that future generations inherit a well-defined roadmap for progress, prosperity, and stability. Hallelujah. Kasi amen. I will be okay me free bia. Eti osi John Mahama. Ne da ya son for Accra Research Secretariat no. And they say ebebuama leaders in Africa we forward thinking. Oh, we the mon north Africa musapa John Mahama, Ibrahim Traore, Mali President Fani County, Niger President Michel Antony Nkasa, Tuaswa Kwakopie mu Rwanda, President Paul Kagame, Fani County, any host of few other African countries, other leaders, mon north. I say more journey Africa, the improvement, development, and the progress of Africa. Ye can bomb our Accra Research Secretariat. Now, continuously, da you are discussing about the development and the progress of Africa. So the future generation, that man omo mudi etire ba no. Omo ma emehu sa chaos. Na ye ja to no. But they will come and see a smooth transition. I may enjoy better government and governance. And the way any and command John Dramani Mahama had the reason, but I had the vision. And that Accra Research Secretariat. But we know was the Accra Research will plan, propose, and develop homegrown solution to the complex challenges facing Africa today. And importantly, this transformative initiative will be hosted right here in Ghana with the strong support and leadership of President Mahama. Indeed, a new chapter is beginning. One, why Africa takes charge of its destiny. And Ghana, your beloved country, is at the forefront. Eti or say they not Kwame Nkrumah not only the agenda. Say Africa, united together, never United African States, you know. And then the same way, and John Dramani Mahama, the reincarnated Kwame Nkrumah, also obviously the Accra Research Agenda Secretariat, you know. And also, I say a problem I have solve with the Accra Research Secretariat, homegrown challenges. Problems are facing Africans. Ebola ba Africa. Now, Brofune Baba Boy, why? Yɛse kom asi Somalia na abrafo ne bɛboa yɛ why yɛse entakwa asi Cote d'Ivoire na ɛsɛ Cote d'Ivoire for refugees ɛkwa akɔpɛ mu Germany why ɔse problems are face Africa from corruption, agriculture, technology, in terms of for instance science, anything be related to Africa biano ɛsɛ ɔmo atimi solve Africa problem. I'm saying wow John Dramani Mahama, indeed you are reincarnated Kwame Nkrumah. The Kwame Nkrumah vision, ambition now started here way back in the 1950s now. And one of Papa John Dramani Mahama, or say, and also able to also all started. We are now say, or it was say about in terms of Africa, your destiny, excellence, yen and they say, you form it, now you catch it, say, the person ye, Emma Africa, no, ebe ye, Emma Africa, and to wait. Any the message, the goodwill, John Dramani Mahama, the Accra Research Secretariat, other head of state in Africa, support the agenda no. Africa is about to solve African problems. No more going to Europe and Asia and other continents for help. Africa is about to solve African problems. So John Dramani Mahama kopie mu UN, United Nations. Annual general meeting, of course, with the 85th edition. No, Papa no can say, look, we have to make sure, say, Africa for yes, US aid, UN aid, then aid, UK aid, then aid, BNI, or my withdraw, almost service in terms of health, any vaccines, and more de wine. Why can't we Africans create our own vaccines? Why do we become dependent on other countries' vaccines? They sell it for us, we buy them, and sometimes they friend free grants and funds and yes sanity. So why can't Africans rise and fight for Africa? And then once any mouth talk, any lip singing, and the usual friend saying communication talk. Our African president will have a high podium, speak good language, speak good English, speak sense, but will never implement it. Was it waba? And implementation of Accra Research Secretariat. Now, we have lost 4 of our members' countries, Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, and Guinea-Bissau, which have suspended from ECOWAS. We claim ECOWAS parliament is 25 years. Is that truly something to celebrate? We a Ghana parliamentarian, Emmanuel Kwasi Bezra, MP Edema Ho West, and our question the relevance of the anniversary in light of the recent coups in some ECOWAS members' country, our ECOWAS parliament.
That they have taken an oath to serve the people of the community and not their party or their country. They are here as members of parliament to serve the people of this community. Madam Speaker, we have lost almost 4, now 3, of our countries that have been suspended from ECOWAS. Mali is gone, Burkina Faso is gone, Niger is gone, and now we have Guinea-Bissau going. Are we contrasting or we are expanding? Are we going forward or we are progressing? We claim that we are almost 50 years, and this parliament is 25 years. Is that what we are looking for? Is it that we will have a retrogression or backsliding in our democracy? Is that what we are looking for, Madam?
That's okay. John Dramani Mahama, Wahome, Eddie Gugan and Ibiam, Ghanaians are all speaking about liberation. Ghanaians are speaking about unity. Ghanaians are speaking about African uniting. And another Ghanaian MP, NDC ni Edema Ho West, or say Aho Obusa, 4 African countries, 4 West ECOWAS countries, Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, Guinea-Bissau. Oma withdraw, Oma from Omudi coup. And it was the essence of this anniversary. Eguswa gege. Ekoswa yehu be free. Was it Yansi same way? I'm making sure say every single head of state will be held accountable and palpable to the first lights. Say, you are making sure say every other African country is poised, ready for development. Now, someone can decide to change the law, sit on for 30, 50, 80 years, do nothing, and still the people of the country don't want him but around and so. This is the time. Yeah, and then M1 me say wow. John Mahama, after say oppressor the Accra secretary table. The parliamentarians are we NDC for sa kopie mu ECOWAS parliamentar. Omo dey try to say we cannot lose 4 different countries from ECOWAS and still be thinking we are celebrating. Celebrating what? Now, Prophet Roger Esod in Samaba. Or say the John Mahama shall say oye. Accra Research Secretariat. Then the big push over education sector, and then we push room over health sector, over in terms of galamsey, and then we kwaswa. Or say commodity ebi gusu kwaswa sumase. Enchakra. Said them no me catch it say a former Adenta MP. I say, look, anything be a possible. I'm John Mahama. I contested for the 3rd term on me because Papano is the hope.
President na yenyano. He is an experienced president. Obia Waba, he served under a president for 3.5 years as vice. And Obe served 6 months as president. And Okoye election. Eko wini Ebe served 4 years. And Oko opposition 8 years. And our son Babemu. This is a huge endorsement by the Ghanaian people. Because on my trail, you guys tried to paint him, to rebrand him in a manner. Ghanaians no mubuefu. But he took his time, rebranded himself, and made sure say your lies caught up with you. And then Bisao said, what was the sins of President Mahama before the 2016 election? In Niama, Motiswano, say wako to hotel in Japan was Dubai, and wako to ship, all kinds of things you said. You couldn't prove 8 years, not a dime. Some cook and boo story about Airbus Eddie Betareno. He was whitewashed clean by the OSP. And then this is the man we are describing here. Ghanaians have endorsed him. And they feel say looking forward and going forward. Among all these number 5 people you people are putting out there, he still stands tall. And they want to give him another opportunity. I have spoken to people, several hundreds of people. Some have called me since I made that statement on this platform. I'm afraid. A lot of youth organizations. You can't support it. I'm telling you the truth. I tell you no lie. They say, Opa, you go feel bored and best. That time will come. Sabi Makato said we'll test the law.
Yeah, you've said
I said it.
You still stand by sir, we will test the law.
They say we will test the law. It's a constitution, but no what the constitution doesn't permit.
Yes.
We will see when the time comes. Your corner constitution they say
yes.
But until then, we will work hard towards this agenda to ensure, say, what the people want, we present it to them. Because we were in this country. We left this country in your hands. It took us 30 years backward. 30 years backward. Destroyed everything that looks like hope in this country. Daniel Kufuor's regime. And now your finance minister has run away, a fugitive of the law. Your friend of crab, you are not a continimba. Look at the number of cases we have around. And cumulatively, no share school for so keke, or school correct a juma. National service. Mon keke, and mom. Look at the kind of money we are discussing. It to me see schools, it to me see hospitals, it to me, you know, individuals stole this money under your nostrils.
Allegedly, they are standing trial.
I hear you, Matty.
Yes.
Allegedly. And you know, the Ghanaian people, they can see hope. Mahama is the hope. He's the hope. He's the hope for Mother Ghana. It's not a fluke. Do you understand? That's why I gave you the antecedents. Our experience. Yeah, experiment. You are not coming to experiment. Because all the people who have shown up for that experiment, you know, we've seen their handiwork. Dr. Baumia, we saw him. We saw everything he did.
Now, so we didn't end this in some one call for.
I know you was yeah, come here, yeah, that one is not your business.
Okay.
You can't see any Crawford.
Okay.
But until Mahama tested Lord, and I say Mahama who will fall on the
others.
Yes.
But so obey me,
never call. No two ways about that. Yeah, corner, you say, bet me the Nakwa. He is the hope for Ghana, Mother Ghana, because the longevity will help us. It will help us establish most of the policies now. You see, the Lee Kuan Yews, they needed long-term planning. Yeah, 4 years. Oko enim kakra. Now na Kufuor type. They will take you backward. Once our video be young boys, Kolabi ko to America, really. Okay, we saw that thing. Oje Baton, Obia called a name now, no design it. When it came out in 2016 or 2017, now you did grow. We thought it was some, God was talking to us through that video, but we didn't see it. And the dear America, and I know Kufuor is the best, and now I say he will pray watch I do so, and now then, here we are. It's a crap. We now people like Miracles, they can so bet me a pie. Say two or bet me a card your pay. Nobody's going to do anything unlawful. We won't.
You will test the law.
We will test the law. If the law gives the opportunity, and we will speak to Ghanaians. And yes, we just test the law. Ghana for Bekas, and we'll give them a reason why we think if the law permits for President Mahama to continue, he is the right person to lead this country, to direct the country, to put us on that pedestal.
Prophet Roger said, John Dramani Mama won't say Kongudi Koso. Sapo no mo tete no mo se constitution no. Na se kwanye ne da also be ko tetem na obeko. Na okọ wiesu a obedi nkunim. Na odi nkunim no a in fact se okaso obeko tetem ne eto abama no wie. E we ndi si na okọ a mo obia ne enkopere mengo se sika. Oye den John Dramani Mahama ebedi nkunim obewi ni simple and short. Obewi ni tetia. Mahama destined to go for third term according to Prophet Roger. Because enyuma pana oye no for the goodness of Ghana.
Make any mood ba meka. Yenra Ghana Parliament House me who say there is a communication be in the realms is ahead of us. As our communication no e ba be sisambra bi. Na samra ne sisa ye ni wie peyo a ebeba be wura Ghana election mo 2026 ye be unity. And Komodie bi bekoso. Our Ghana Parliament House.
Okay.
2026 yiko ya. San Komodie ni koso a ebeba ba bi wie Ghana ya bato. Ebaba bi wie Ghana bato a ebema niema bi a ewo ho ne ensesa. Ebewo ho saa kopim 2028 eni nachi ensesa.
So who breaking it down kakama me. Parliament be amendment for mrabim. Some ran be affected 2028
election. Affected election na ye huni nde no ye be huni saa ensesa. Me pese unity na maba na be breaking it down ma.
Dreaming and I want who be for 10 be one as I dear walk and me the margin bubua. As I yes, some rabbi, not say, my dear, walk no more. As a dear man's son,
as a son, Bibia.
Do you see, say a man penny bet me as I could view?
I have seen it. Say he's going for the third time and he will win the election. That is it. Until say, until I make us say, me say unity. Now me breaking you be down here. Emma Ghana for TSA.
Okay.
And for the good
of the country.
Of the country. In a way. And in another way, so no, bibi wa actually. Baby you my bachelor side the crew.
When now who ya near the who be a ye no be, and answer with the Yamiaka. In Siashi, I ye.
And come be caution. I have seen some come on, cause you am a pono cry, ya boy. So upon in your boy, dear young Oshia, son, was easy.
That's a pona into me, I'm one,
upon into me, I'm one, we are. And you need be jar to a baston and the young one, dear son, you be one. Tiana dear sanity.
That's some what kind of
Emudu. But this is ahead of us.
No.
Say I didn't starting no. It's ahead of us as a country. You know, a bedroom baby no. The oil premise, the oil pay to me, the oil campaign, the oil ye no. Baba be there once. Baba be in a year and a man and a door for come champagne between the main Pia Bonte. Say enya wura de mahuno na de meka no ejiniti a obi aha no political party bi enyi ha no say de me mahuno start unity na angel for kofa roger video we eba bonti say prophet roger bekan enya unity ha ho enko campaign ha ho for sika to no
de nyame aka ne no ane
ha ho na etwan be 16 years and son be a sikano wakofa dia baby because nsemu.
And I'll say it will be for the good of the country.
It will be for the good of the country.
Eti Prophet Roger wakasa wabubom ebeyi sanebesi. Do you even believe in his prophecy? Already there were several Ghanaians are more chanting fighting said John Dramani Mahama ebe continue for the third term. Ahemfo kasa politicians kasa Ghana for bebrebe kasa actors actresses musicians kasa and Prophet Roger said wahu yasmini yankopon kwa kasa chere no boza yankopon kasa chere no say Mahama third term no agenda no ebeba so obeko na eduru ha ebebo Ghana funi na enuachi an estaunch MPP member say Prophet Roger Mahama beko third term say also Ghanaians have regretted voting for President John Dramani Mahama. It is time to bring Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia where a MPP supporter now can say 2026 31st January some got 12 na omontoma Bawumia na mu wiesua national Ghana for so omafi Bawumia omaye ready omotwe Bawumia say we are sure but Prophet Roger said they be Mahama abesa got 10 but MPP before say they were Ghana for regret say Mahama omato abama no omotwe Bawumia
Ghana for agi omani so ene say omakoto abanu omo ho na bibusa Ghana for say akukuduro be pa na omutimi nya omutimi koto abama NDC one NDC ba hwensem osisi opa besia kura wunya bi bra mebusa o NDC ba opa besia wanya bi da bibia nkoso eti ebesam se mumye fa Bawumia mbra Bawumia ba de dictatorship aba true dictator no de ko banga obenya djuma de aye sika bia o hwe o bang bia no true dictator no de ko ya ye de be ma ba NDC ba ye twantro mo ba ye bibia nkoso opa besia kura me se wunya bi NDC ba ye wo yale ko hospital ye mpani ho under NDC government ye ko kan no omampani Mahama enya kukuduro akɔhye space esa de bɔ national anthem de kyerɛ ye kubusa na wɔse bibi na bɔne onya de ono obekɔ biem eti ebasem bebre emre na du Ghana for se emre na du Bawumia tam nie eti yɛn nyanya ba ako ne mfa Bawumia embra na Bawumia ba bibia ba fine under Bawumia government ba ukɔ hospital wo benya mpada so
we in the wake of anwa mekacha say MP edema Adanta Kojo Adu Asare or a former MP eka say omoma MP before 30 good years omoma 8 good years omo de Ghana ko ye 30 good years eti John Dramani Mahama the way oye adwuma for the past 11 months no dey Ghana for say oma endorse obi ase ye oma ye ready say papa no ofa ne ntoma pa efra enti oma toa so they will continue him enti third term agenda almost support eti Accra Research Secretariat ye Africa we African Union ECOWAS any G20 European Union any Hong Kong aba John Mahama say e be create another union and this union to make sure say a bit different from ECOWAS and African Union and to make sure say Africa best solve African problems. African Union in Canada, African Union in America, African Union in Israel, ECOWAS friends meeting near the or say way a African solution for African problems. John Mahama say or start or the bar. Why you ready? Do you think it's something good? Ebeboa. Now, how do you even really rate John Mahama? Are there never more what that shows had that way? Then the origin is it indeed the reincarnator of Hamilton? Because me, I believe in reincarnation. Do you believe in reincarnation? Do you really think say Ampanyampa or Dr. Kwame Nkrumah reincarnated? Or yeah, you man said yourself fata Ghana for the door. You know, say you okay, all right. Yeah, penesa. What won't you say for commenting to comment section? I say what feeling. Fatu comment section as about Prophet Roger said Mahama will go for the third term. It's written in the skies, it's written in the stars, it's written in the spiritual realms. I can say basic physical and it will be something good for the people of Ghana. Do you think that will help? And I say a bit chaos and confusion. For a comment, Fatu comment section, I say we are subscribe, like it, share my unyasu in the Edino Ayabako Max Billian, our naked truth on Oldboga trends. Macau, bye bye.